This is the alchemy skill in Skyrim. By now you're probably aware that alchemy can absolutely break Skyrim's enchanting and buff system. However, we're going to talk about the toxic side of the skill tree today. The ugly stepsister, if you will. We're going to be playing Skyrim using only the most toxic strategy, by only using poison damage. And we're not going to cheat this system either. Only poison damage from actual poisons made from the poison side of the alchemy tree is allowed in today's playthrough. Well, aside from this fork. You know we had to go with the fork, guys. It's a staple for stupid builds in Skyrim at this point. The rules are pretty simple this run. Number 1, I can only deal poison damage from actual poisons applied to the fork or via pickpocketing. Number 2, I can't use the resto loop to mega boost alchemy. And number 3, I must play on legendary difficulty because I'm a masochist. Now, of course, since we're playing with poison, undead like vampires are going to be immune to the damage we're dealing. So naturally, vampires are pretty spooky for us to face. But they're even spookier in today's sponsor, Watcher of Realms. Watcher of Realms has recently joined forces with Dracula in a nightmarish crossover. During this crossover, you'll enjoy diverse battle stages and unpredictable encounters, and you'll be able to earn up to 4 new heroes. Count Dracula embodies ultimate elegance, and his ultimate deals extreme single target burst damage. Lady Mina deals massive AoE damage and can summon Dracula through a mirror during her battle to assist. Dr. Van Helsing is a master marksman who fires silver arrows that mark his targets, and his ultimate allows him to execute enemies with his axe. Also, by participating in the Dracula crossover event, you'll be able to obtain the fabled Vlad Dracula for free. He's a tank type damage dealer capable of blocking enemies and repositioning, gaining enhanced damage and damage reduction effects. Watcher of Realms is a real-time strategy RPG on PC, Android, and iOS, where you can fight bosses, defend your stronghold, and even do battle against other players in guild versus guild combat to climb the leaderboard and reap the rewards. With over 200 heroes across 10 different factions, the tactical combinations are almost infinite. There are also several convenient features like background autofights and quick startup, so new players can catch up to old players really easily. So if you'd like to join in on the action, new players can click the link in the description below to test your Dracula personality and scan the QR code on screen now to download Watcher of Realms for free on PC, Android, and iOS. So please, gents, do the thing! Click the link! Now without further ado, I create my farm tool, name him descriptively, and call in a favor from Alduin. We're practically brothers at this point. A little shoulder bump for old time's sake before I side with the Imperials, because Hadvar did nothing wrong except trust a dumbass lizard who's obviously going to leave him to die in Helgen. After living up to my racial reputation just a little more, I finesse my way past an obvious ambush and get my scaly ass outside. By this point in Skyrim's lifecycle, you know what's coming. I grab the Thief Stone for easy alchemy levels, say hello to Talsgar the Wanderer.
Hello there, fellow traveler.
And visit the local shrine of Talos so I can loot the local Thalmor scum for all his enchanted goodies. Next I pick up the Flawless Emerald south of Anissa's cabin and pull up on Riverwood, where I find out Hadvar is still kicking around his hometown.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact.
Damn, he's really covering my ass for the love of the game, isn't he? After selling off all my trash, I swim my way to Whiterun like the lizard I am, practice my snake tongue with the welcoming guards.
We'll be keeping an eye on you.
And head into the Bannered Mare so I can borrow this here mammoth tusk forever. Time to lay down that ivory, boys.
Thank you.
I mean it.
I do. Now and forever.
And with the Ballstar all nice and warned about the scaly menace that definitely wasn't me, it's time to make some preparations. Some rivers around Skyrim have these small waterfalls that salmon will jump up. By snatching them in midair, you can snatch their little eggies, or salmon roe. Let's just say I went to a lot of rivers around Skyrim, and by that I mean all of them. And there we go, boys, 69 salmon roe.
Nice.
I'll get more if I need it. Next stop is Lake Ilanalta, so I can make some new friends and steal all their barnacle booty. And lastly is a trip to Solitude, so I can steal all the residents' garlic. And now with that all complete, and some good night's sleep with the wifey.
Goodbye, my love.
Well, ain't that sweet. She's gonna turn this lizard warm-blooded. But with the Lover's Comfort and Thief Stone active for 35% boosted alchemy experience, and some Salmon Road, Nordic Barnacle, and Garlic for the highest value potion and therefore the highest amount of experience, it's not long before I can start layering on these levels. Now, my ingredients ran out at level 84, but thankfully I'm as keen on gathering ingredients as I am with gaining weight from a few too many nights out. And just like the results of those nights, I need a little help from others to get past the finish line. At level 95, I can start doing the forbidden art of learning called reading a book, and before long, there's 100 alchemy. Now with my perks invested, I have all alchemy perks except for Experimenter and Purity, and I'll start the other trees by putting a couple into pickpocketing. Now let's get my kitchen utensil. I stop by the local Stormcloak camp, quickly run up the mountain before the Smoothskins banish me to the docks, and make my way to High Hrothgar. Now the plan was to climb around the mountain, slither to the back, and hang a left to get this static fork location just around this corner here. Ah, here we go, just below where Kine blows you. Now getting the knife is pretty easy enough, but the fork is another story. It just won't budge. And by the way, yes, I'm using flames to deal 0 damage, sue me. I even tried no clipping through the rocks to get it. It's as if Todd himself is poisoning the methods with how to get this run done. But before long, I'm forced to try an alternative. And as fate would have it, this other fork location is in a vampire den, my arch nemesis.
Head on in, and behave yourself.
Just gotta sneakily pick this lock here. Well, that didn't last long. I'm gonna have to be surgical here. I make sure to grab the telekinesis spell tome, but unfortunately, this way's the wrong way, as you can tell by the enemies there. Come on, where the hell is it? Oh yeah, this isn't good. Can't even fight my way back. This is so awkward without a way to fight back. I'm using up all my heals in this one trip. Oh, there it is, right on a dinner table, of course. I hate playing on controllers sometimes. Those finer movements are just a curse, man. All right, I'm out of heals, but I gotta get out. Here goes nothing. Oh, let's try this again. Forgot I actually had an invisibility potion here too. Well, that made sneaking a lot easier. Of course he sees me through invisibility. Why wouldn't he? Alright, fork, tome, and the exit. Alright, that's a decent enough distance away. Let's test out the build. Fork equipped, poison favorited and applied, quick slot activated. Ignore the flames in my left hand. Let's see how the toxic sausage is made. Well, it's working. That's going to be a bother toggling that option every time, but it's working. There we go, getting closer.
Victory is yours.
Oof, that arrow hurts. But there it is, my first kill on the less than optimal poison build. Yeah, I'm just going to take my victory and run. Oh, what's this? My comment section having a flame war? Well, I can't pass this up. Yeah, that health do not go down. I'll pass on second thought. Looks like I still have some work to do. You know, Chill Wind Depths is an excellent place for an alchemist. This place has damn near every type of mushroom in one place. And most importantly, it has Bleeding Crown. And with a quick trip to Morthal, I can grab plenty of Deathbell for a surprise. With these ingredients, I can make poison of weakness to poison, of weakness to poison, of weakness to poison. And I mean, 30% is cool and all, but I need more power. After beating my way to a better deal, somehow the game just bugs out and I teleported somewhere I'm not supposed to be for the reload. I mean, seriously, just look at this. Why am I in the next room looking at the ceiling here? Anyway, I bought some alchemy jewelry. Just gotta make sure that I steal some salt piles from the fish barrels at the docks, as a lizard of larceny does, and do a little hands-on fishing before traveling downstream for a little trip to Geirman's Hall for some mushrooms. Now let's get down to business. For damage health potions, River Betties are really strong with a magnitude multiplier of 2.5, while the next highest magnitude is 1.5 from Deathbell, Poison Blooms, and Emperor Parasol Moss from Vanilla Skyrim. So with the River Betty that we do have, we're going to make a lot of 99 damage poisons for right now. And with the Bleeding Crown and Deathbell from earlier, I can make 40% poison, of weakness to poison, of weakness to poison, of weakness to poison. And you know, all these poisons are getting pretty heavy right now. Let's make like my racial reputation and plant Viola's gold ring so I can train up my speech to level 50 and grab the merchant perk and sell off all my totally useful potions to Oingol the blacksmith, who I'm sure will never use them, but he will pay for them. Or else. And let's go ahead and disenchant some of these equipment for some early enchanting levels. And with most of my prep out of the way, it's time to give an extra beating to Grelad and give an early Christmas present to Aventus over here.
You killed the old hag before I even asked.
And as I depart his humble home, I get a funny sensation where my fork shouldn't be, and it seems that I have poisoned my mind so much that I've learned the eldritch horror of how to control things with my mind. Thankfully, I can curb these terrifying powers granted by Todd Howard himself by unequipping and re-equipping my fork. That was pretty easy. By the way, if Aventus Aretino was like 10 in that meeting, he would be like 24 by now in real life years. He's got a whole ass college degree right now, man, damn. I'm old.
Sleep well.
No, I found my bedding quite wooden and uncomfortable, thank you. I guess I'll take out my frustration here. And I guess full-time's armor will sell for a penny. Not a pretty one, but a penny nonetheless.
For now, go see Nazir. He's got several smaller contracts.
But first, we have new drip to sift through.
Well then, let's get started.
Oh, we'll get right on that. Right after we visit Brynjolf.
You tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
Now, after planting the ring on Branche and fighting my way through the Rat Way, I meet Brynjolf again at the Ragged Flagon.
If you're done belly aching like a child, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
In true Mafia fashion, I blackmail the wretches and secured my place as a menace to society, so naturally the Thieves Guild welcomed me into their outfit.
Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
This is the outfit I meant. And this is the main reason we're here at the Thieves Guild, to train pickpocket. Thankfully, the dudes in the Thieves Guild are bros. Dude bros, if you will. If they catch you stealing, they'll just let you go without letting you pickpocket again. There's no attacking to be worried about here. The easiest way to train is actually to reverse pickpocket a small amount of gold in their inventory and then pickpocket it back. And after about 12 minutes, 20 pickpocket turns into a really fast 100. These are all the perks I'll need to poison some pockets. Cut purse was picked up just to make the training easier. That's all the allegiance Brynjolf will get from me. Enjoying being cursed with your patron Daedra, idiot. Now then, let's go kill Narfi. Well, that wasn't as effective as I was hoping. Let's finish the job. I'm not wearing the Dark Brotherhood armor. You can't kill me, guards.
I can make all your problems with the guards go away, but it'll cost you.
Oh, that's right. I guess there are extra benefits to joining the Thieves Guild. So there's a small problem with reverse pickpocketing poison. Yes, you get to do it silently, but you can't take advantage of the concentrated poison perk, which doubles the uses of the poisons on my weapons from 1 hit to 2. So it's actually really inefficient. You really only want to use it if the stealth is worth it. So I'm going to need to bolster my poisoning power. Let's grab the Mage Stone. Pretty lights. And let's grab my wife's fine Nordic booty so I can get to work leveling up enchanting to level 70. But I need a little something more.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
We're going to join the College of Winterhold, but not for the reason you think. We can't actually progress the quest line since we can't damage any undead within Sarthal, so instead we're just here for the Soul Gem market. And for the entrance exam, we're going to get 2 birds and 1 stone. See, the entrance exam allows me to gain a free spell, and you can save scum to receive 1 of 5 spells from each of the 5 schools of magic, and I want Mage Light.
Then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold.
And here we go.
No matter what, knowledge will endure. Well done indeed.
So now I can buy every soul gem in sight with the gold I get from selling potions, and a few extra healing spells won't hurt from the perfectly valid Master of Restoration. And with all those soul gems plus a few refreshes from Farengar, I started to gain insight into the Godhead before fading back into existence, and enchanted my way to 95 enchanting. And genuinely guys, let me know down in the comments if this has ever happened to you where you phase in and out of third person view, because it's freaking me the f*** out. Now then, time to hunt down some books. 100 enchanting. I think we're all kitted out now. But wait, there's more. With a quick voyage to Solstheim, I get a reminder that we're playing the inferior game.
This is Morrowind, not Skyrim.
Well, at least they didn't call me a farm tool. That, and I'm glad that they didn't have any hard feelings about our little Argonian invasion. I mean, after all the years of slavery, they were kinda asking for it. Now if you don't mind, I ain't got no time to lose. I am not gonna be f***ing around with a lesser Daedra today, thank you very much. And that's the Black Book right there. And this baby gives access to the Seeker of Might, Seeker of Sorcery, and Seeker of Shadows, which boosts each set of skills by 10%, so now I can min-max even more. You didn't think a Master Alchemist would stay away from Eldritch knowledge, did you? Now with all the skills and buffs I need, I'll head over to Dragon Bridge, sneak into the Penitus Oculatus outpost, and slip my Penitus into this guy's Oculatus. Must have been his bread. With the soldier down for the count, we can swipe his helmet, which as it turns out is one of the few helmets you can wear in the entire game that only occupy the hair slot, which allows you to wear a circlet or a Dragon Priest mask at the same time. The other 2 items you can do this with are Falmer helmets and the Jagged Crown, by the way. What is the lore significance of this? I don't know, but here's the buff rotation. Start with Seeker of Shadows for a 10% alchemy boost, make sure the Fortify alchemy equipment is on, craft Fortify enchanting potions, back in the book, and grab Seeker of Sorcery for a 10% enchanting boost, drink the enchanting potion, craft alchemy gear, rinse and repeat, and in a few cycles I'm able to really flex some power in these poisons. The ancient Black Marsh technique of abusing mechanics in the Elder Scrolls never gets old. Well, I guess it's technically old since it's ancient, but you get the idea. Now with the buff cycle complete and 5 pieces of boosted alchemy equipment, I can make some bonkers poisons of weakness to poison at 88%. And after hunting down more river betties at the Apprentice Stone near Morthal, I can combine River Betty, Salt Pile, and Death Bell for a poison of slow that deals 221 points of damage and slows my enemies by 50% for about 3.5 minutes. This is probably canonically how the Argonians rebelled against the Daedra. Super powerful poisons. Maybe. Though Hiss works in mysterious ways. Oh, but we're not done yet. This smithing equipment will be useful for later too. Let's just say I'll work on some smithing in between objectives. Gotta be well rounded in this day and age. Now to my favorite little standing stone. Just gotta take out some trash first. Since all the skill grinding is done, I can safely take the Lord Stone for 50 armor rating and 25 magic resistance, which is a massive boost to my defenses. For the final piece of the puzzle, I craft a Fortify smithing potion with my alchemy gear for 177%, travel back to Solstheim, read my black book, equip Seeker of Might for 10% better warrior skills, including smithing, equip my smithing gear, take a swig, craft some boosted armor, equip Seeker of Sorcery, take another swig, and enchant. Here's my gear for now. Quite effective if I do say so myself. Now with the rest of the upgrading process explained and out of the way, we can get back to the fun stuff.
What I need is for Elaine Dufont to die. If Nilsine dies too, I'll make it worth your while.
You are the one.
Night Mother has spoken. The silence has been broken. The listener has been chosen.
For I seek the assassination of the Emperor.
You're damn right we'll accept it.
Never should have come here.
And after all those Dark Brotherhood targets, it seems like there's one more to hunt down, and his little army of specters isn't what I'd call a welcome sign.
I surrender.
Now how this little gesture somehow managed to maintain his position as Keeper of the Dark Brotherhood and command the protection of these Sanctuary Guardians, I have no idea. But eventually, after working my way past them, I'm able to spam my way through Cicero's dialogue and run the hell away from these spooky specters. Finally, we can get along with the assassination plot.
Have you by chance heard of the Gourmet?
His name is Balagar Gronolo. He's an orc. The Gourmet's an orc. He's staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know.
Thank you very much. Easy enough. Now it is at this point in the Dark Brotherhood questline where Astrid will give you the Jaren root to poison the fake Emperor with. Todd would have you wasted on the poor fool, but I plan to make the most of it. And that starts out here in the ice fields where Septimus Cygnus gives me the keys to Blackreach.
Here.
From here I can ride up to Alftan and proceed to descend through the depths. Oops. Okay, this weird wrong warping on save button thing is breaking everything, I guess. All I wanted to do was shop for items more efficiently, not break the save function of Skyrim. Whatever, finally we can enter the Hidden Mushroom Keep, the underground caverns of Blackreach, and it is here where I will start yet another objective of mine. As I grab these crimson leaf loudmouths from the screaming soil and everything else on the shelves, I stumble across the remains of the revered alchemist of legend, Sindarian, and grab his journal. I collect as much crimson nirnroot as my scaly little mitts can carry, which turns out to be somewhere around 40 or so in one trip, before pushing those familiar little buttons and grabbing the Elder Scroll. Something which won't be as important as I thought it would be. Now with all my crimson nirnroot in tow, I can speak to Vrusa Serethi, who will give us a wonderful little boon for my trouble.
I believe you've more than earned it.
Sindarian Serendipity gives me a 25% chance of creating a duplicate potion at Alchemy Labs, so now I can really go crazy. See, now I can finally put those roots to good use. By pickpocketing the Jaren root from Astrid's asshole and equipping all of my alchemy gear, I can combine the root with River Betty and Trauma root to make a nearly 9,000 damage poison, 2 of them to be exact. And now if I go ask Astrid about the quest again, I can receive a second one since the game doesn't see that I have Jaren root in my inventory currently.
Here, take this. It's called Jaren root.
Oh, and by the way, the 25% chance to duplicate potions becomes 100% if you save scum. And there we go. Now let's go crash a dinner party.
You're an Argonian? Where did you learn to cook like that? Surely not in Black Marsh.
I prefer the term Saxleal, you uncultured swine.
Please, I'll serve. You just stand there and be amazing.
I'm sorry, that's just not the way I roll.
By God!
Ooh, okay, I guess you did see that. I mean, Todd said I was hidden, but I guess it makes sense since you're right in front of me.
You, an assassin for the Dark Brotherhood, just made an attempt on the Emperor's life.
Yeah, can we get on with it now? I have real Emperors to poison. So to make a long story short, Festus becomes a pincushion, I save Nazir's life, sleep with the Night Mother. Oh, that's comforting. Kill Astrid.
Thank you.
And finish the job.
Come now, don't be shy. You haven't come this far just to stand there gawking.
Yeah, this build requires a lot of prep. Build is a strong word. Restrictive masochistic torture masquerading as a challenge run is more like it. Just one more loose end.
And don't worry, I'm not stupid enough to betray you.
Nah, just stupid enough to let the world's deadliest assassin sneak right behind you.
But we had a deal.
Idiot.
The Dark Brotherhood yet lives. But our work is just beginning.
No thanks, I have Scaly Boy things to do, thank you.
Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me.
So of course everyone knows about the good old Bleak Falls of Barrow and how it has a bunch of undead Draugr in it that I can't harm with poison. Thankfully, it has traps though. Listen, that wasn't damage for me, it still counts. And it better count because otherwise I cannot beat this Draugr right here. But if I just lure his dusty ass back through the barrow, I got some swinging axes with his name on them. And look, Skyrim's been out for a while. You know how this goes. Turns out that dragons are not immune to poison, just in case you had any doubt.
So, the Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
Was it the tail that gave it away? Now, I'm just going to speed run through this quest line if that's okay with you. I mean, you're watching a video that's already made and the run is done, so I don't really know why I asked. I'm just going to come out and say it. You can get past most of this quest line. You can slay Salaknir. You can blunder your way through the Thalmor Embassy.
Don't you dare walk away from me, you slut!
And, you know, slay some Thalmor while you're at it. And obviously find Esbern.
Go away!
Then you can fight your way to Skyhaven Temple, say hi to Lex Luthor, and learn that a shout is needed to defeat Alduin.
Damn it.
But that is not the roadblock you think it is. There's something even worse with Parthenax.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
Just that little voice in my head, Arngir. The same voice that tells me, why struggle? Just throw it all away. But that voice is a little bitch, and it's time to perform.
Dremyolok, greetings.
Ty Curry, I always get level 5 spice myself. Good stuff.
Come, Dovahkiin. Ninyol, strike me with the fire of your Thum.
Right. So the main quest cannot progress past the Fire Breath step unless you actually deal some damage with your Fire Breath shout to Parthenax.
Why do you delay? Are you Dovahkiin?
I even tried reloading saves and several tricks off camera, but alas, I could not find anything to work that would help me in this scenario. Which, by the way, while I was looking for ways to bypass this, I came across a video by Baron's Castle where he does a slightly different version of poison only, and he actually just edited this part out of his video. Now listen, I'm not saying that he misrepresented how far you could get with a poison only build, I just have questions. Not even Yumfa got past this part in his fewest shouts run, and I'm pretty sure I'm butchering how you pronounce his name. Let's just say it's a little sus, okay? I don't know, if I'm barking up the wrong tree, maybe someone in the comments could inform me. By the way, take a look at my shout cooldown. I don't even know how that happened, but I think it's due to some kind of glitch with that part of Parthenax. Well, that's gonna make getting to this next guy pretty easy. I meet Freya at the temple, spend an hour in real time waiting for the traps to take out the Draugr, and sprint my way to the most gripping story in history. Ow, didn't know that words could actually hurt you in this case.
You are Dragonborn.
Was it the scales that gave it away?
No.
Oh, okay then. Well, I don't feel like waiting for him to gather his strength, so I sprint to Sayring's Watch to grab the Ben Will shout and free up all the stones in advance before testing my poison prowess at the Windstone, which houses the only required lurker kill to progress the questline. Now, lurkers actually have 33 points of poison resistance, but at this point my poisons are so strong that I can just win from the sheer damage alone. It does take a lot of these vials to put him down though, so I'm gonna need to replenish soon.
You have proven yourself an ally to the Skull, and so the Skull shall be allies to you.
Brother, can you please speak any faster? This snow is freezing my cold-blooded ass off.
You will need the knowledge Mirak himself learned. I would have nothing to do with it. But the Dark Elf Wizard, Neloth.
Ah yes, that one. I figured as much. Now as I discovered in Chardak, I figure I better stock up on my poisons again since I was low from the lurker fight. Crimson Nirnroot with any damage health ingredient is pretty deadly. Even Reaver Plunderers are no match for it. That armor will come in handy, and this Reaver Lord is no different either. And there we go, Reaver's cleared. Time for final preparations. Leather and hide is cool and all, but that chitin armor is calling my name. My current armor rating is at 302, but with a little help from alchemy and enchanting, I enchant my final set of armor and boost my armor rating to 653. Armor cap is 567 by the way, and I gotta say, it is not a bad look at all. Kinda suits my look as an Argonian in a way.
If we can find 4 more cubes, we can turn these boilers back on and restore steam power to the room upstairs.
Leave that to me. Just gotta put the cubes in the pedestals. Barely made a dent on that hit, and that should be it. There she is, and she's all mine. It honestly takes negative effort just to run through this book because of the shout cooldown bug I encountered earlier. Seriously, I encountered so many weird bugs this playthrough and I don't know what to do about them. It's enough to make even Hermamora's head spin. Eventually though, he calms down and gives me what I want.
The second word of power.
Now I just gotta squeeze some of that nature knowledge out of the skull to get the final word of power and we're golden. Well, I guess there were 2 prices for this prize. The secrets of the skull and the shaman's life. So that was a f***ing lie.
I give you the word of power that you need to challenge Mirak.
Well, pick your poison, as they say. Now that's an underbite.
Beware. Mirak is strong. He knew you would come here.
We'll see about how strong he is. Now here's a fun little tidbit. Concentrated poison is still in effect, so I'll get 2 hits on my super poison. Well, that's enough for Sarautar.
But now I will be free of him.
You talk too much. Well, this is gonna be easy. Okay, so somehow Sarautar is still kicking. Let's fix that to get his health bar to Mirak out of the way. There we go. Now with the 88% weakness to poison, these lesser poisons should be enough. Yeah, I'd say so. That should be his last dragon right there. Oh, this isn't even a challenge anymore. Wow. Well, I guess that takes care of that. So I guess the verdict on this challenge is that you can pretty easily dispatch any enemy you want as long as they're not undead or automatons, which of course includes vampires. And since we got blocked from completing the main quest due to that shot requirement, Mirak is the only boss left that we could actually defeat. What a weird little restriction poison only is. Oh yes, and I guess there's one more now that I've grinded to level 80. This behemoth right here.
The time has come.
Well, if he wants to die so badly, I guess I can oblige him. Let me just get my weakness to poison on him. Oh, yep, that smacked me. All right, some weaker poison first. Nah, not too effective. How about we just end it here?
At last.
So I did the math, and after my weakness to poison, and the Ebony Warrior's poison resistance and legendary difficulty modifiers, my poison must have done somewhere around 2,104 damage, which is just higher than the warrior's health at 2,071. Crazy how close that actually is, but it's enough to get the job done. Well, can't exactly kill Karstag because he's undead, but there is something I've always wanted to try. Weakness to magic,
At your best, huh?
poison of frenzy.
No! Victory is yours if I submit!
Wait, what? Why is he cowering in fear? Shouldn't he be starting a fight? The hell? Okay, Mule. Weakness to poison. Weakness to magic. Frenzy. What? Too powerful? Okay, let's try you, Grelka. There we go. Finally, a fight.
I'm staying out of this.
Wait, why'd you stop? Really? It only lasted 10 seconds on the poison? Oh well, I tried.